Hey there, I have a story for you today. Yesterday my husband and I were outside and we encountered our neighbor from across the street, and we asked how he was, and he was so tired and he was sick. He'd had a cold and he had just gotten back from working a second job. He'd been doing some odd jobs for extra money, and he'd worked really hard and had to travel for that position, and then he got home just in time to go to his real job, and he was working lots of hours at that as well, and he just was very tired and not feeling well from all this hard work. So my husband said, "Dude, you need to go get some rest. You work too hard." And he goes, "Yeah, but we have to." And so it occurred to me that that is a very common mindset and belief for most people in our world. You have to work hard in order to survive. You have to work hard to make the money to pay the bills and to take care of your family. It's called adulting, right? And responsibility. It's what we have to do as grown-ups. We even teach our kids, if there's something you don't like to do it anyway. You have to. It's your responsibility. So many people are not just working hard, they're even working hard at jobs and doing things that they don't love, that not only don't bring them joy, but actually wear them out. And so I was there about 8 years ago. I was teaching full-time. My husband was a full-time student, so money was tight because we were living on my teacher income. We had 2 kids, a house, a couple of cars, lots of debt, just like everybody else in America, right? We were living the American dream. We were living on student loans, my teacher's salary, and also some food stamps, because as a teacher with 10 years experience and a master's degree, we still qualified for food stamps. So as sad as that is, it was the reality of the situation at the time. But we knew it was temporary because my husband, once he graduated, he would get a job, and then he would have an additional paycheck for our family, and we could get ahead, right? Things would be great. But I felt like something was missing. I felt like I needed something more. So I started looking around at things that I could do. I needed a hobby, really. I needed some fun in my life. We were just surviving, and that just wasn't so much fun. And sure, a few extra bucks would be nice. I wanted just to be able to live life and not just be surviving. I wanted to be able to go out to dinner and take advantage of fun opportunities. I wanted to be able to go shopping sometimes and buy myself something nice, go to the movies. And there just wasn't any extra money. So I thought, well, maybe I should get an extra job. I considered tutoring, but I didn't want to be on someone else's schedule. I wanted it to be flexible. I never wanted to have to say that I couldn't go to a family function because I had to work. I did not want that reality. As much as I wanted the extra cash, I wasn't willing to sacrifice my time and my family's time. So I posted on Facebook. And I said, does anybody know something I could do from home, make a little extra money? And wouldn't you know it, my Scentsy consultant called. I had been to a few parties before that and loved the product, so I needed to get some free stuff. I hosted one myself even. And so I got to know my consultant a little bit. And when she called and asked me if I had ever thought about making money with Scentsy, I thought to myself, well, yes, I have thought about it, because you think about it. And I thought, well, I could do that, but I did not want to. The answer was definitely no. I did not want to make money with Scentsy. And I know you probably think that's surprising coming from me, but I didn't want to haul all this stuff. I watched her carry all those things in and out of my house. I didn't want to be in sales. I had done that before, and I did not want to be a salesperson. And direct sales, I had done direct sales before, and I hadn't made a lot of money. So no, there was no way I was going to be a Scentsy consultant. I had thought about it before. But this time, I thought, well, why not? Why can't I? Maybe it would be fun. Scentsy parties were fun. I really loved the product, and it would be something to do. Why not? So I took a chance, and I joined up that night, and then I got going. I started attending meetings. I watched trainings. I met some new friends. I got some recognition. I earned awards, and I earned a free trip. I was making some money, which was really, really nice. I was traveling. I had never done that before. That wasn't like to visit family. I had never traveled and stayed at really nice hotels, and it was really cool. But the coolest part was that it was flexible. I could do it when I could. I could do it around my kids' activities. I could, if they were sick, I could stay home with them and I didn't have to work. I could do it around my life. It wasn't an extra. And then Christopher came along, baby number 3. He joined our family, and when I started thinking about whether or not to go back to work, I realized that this time I had a choice. My older boys had to go back to daycare at 6 weeks old. I had to say goodbye to them and go to work every day, and it was awful. It was so, so awful. And this time, though, I had my Scentsy business. I was making a little bit of extra money. I was building something special that was my own, and it was really fun. And it gave me the opportunity to make a choice. I could have gone back to work if I wanted to, if I loved it that much, and I could have done that. But I chose to stay home, and I've never had to put Christopher in daycare ever since. We've been able to be there for him every step of the way, which is really, really awesome. My business has also offered other choices for us. We lived in Maine and got really tired of shoveling snow, so we were able to choose to move to Florida. Sunny Florida, sunshine and palm trees, my favorite. But we would not have made that choice if I had a traditional job. I would have had to quit my job, find a new one. But my Scentsy business was flexible, and I can do it anywhere. A lot of families don't get the choice to put their kids in activities and sports. My kids got to choose what they wanted to do. Sometimes it's hard that you can't get out of work in time to get them to whatever practice, or maybe the money is not there to pay for all the things, right? Some activities are very expensive. But because of the extra cash I was making and the flexibility of my schedule, I could take my kids to any activity they chose they wanted to do. We got to go to vacations. The whole family went to Vegas. We've been to California to check out Disneyland, and that was all because of my business. We got to experience Disney annual passes because of the extra money I was making. All of these things. I get to attend every school event and chaperone every field trip for Christopher's school. When they're sick, I can stay home. I don't have to think about how am I going to take care of them. I know when I was up north and we'd have snow days, a lot of parents are wondering what am I going to do with my kids? I have to go to work and it's a snow day. Summer vacations, I see parents struggling to figure out where to put their children during the day while they go to work all summer. And there's no school. I don't have to worry about any of these things. My Scentsy business is giving me the choices to be able to do things that we want to do, to live a life that we choose to live, to have fun, to spend time doing the things that bring us joy, to make life feel really good. I'm a better person than I was before. My business has helped me grow. I've learned more about myself and how to relate to others. I've built my confidence. I'm becoming a business owner, a CEO. I never thought I would ever be that. My family is better for the experiences and time I've been able to give to them. And now I get to help others be better too. I get to help other people start their business and help train and mentor them so that they can learn how to be better and to grow a business so that they can offer their family choices as well. You have options. There are other things you can do besides killing yourself at a job that you hate. And if you choose to do that, great. But just know that there are choices in this world. We live in a very different world than our parents and our grandparents did. And we have so many more options and choices in order to live a life that we choose to live. A joyful, more happy life, fulfilling life. You don't have to kill yourself. You don't have to work so hard just to survive. There are other options. And the Scentsy option is a pretty special one that I have enjoyed for the last 8 years, and I know that you will too. So if you're interested in learning more about that option, about that choice, go ahead and shoot me a message or comment below, and I'll be happy to send you more information and chat with you about how it might be something that would work for you. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed my little story, and think about what kind of choices you would make differently in your life if you had other options to consider.